Hare Krishna, exalted Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, my humble obeisances. I'm very excited to be talking to you, all the devotees of Alachua, one of the most famous Vaishnav communities in the world. And especially, we're on the eve of Bhadra Purnima, the opportunity that stimulates us to do something out of the ordinary, go out of our comfort zones, to distribute at least one set of Srimad Bhagavatams. All over the world, devotees are now energized and thinking about the Srimad Bhagavatam, and why not? That was the main point that Prabhupada made when he was writing about coming to America, is that he would inculcate Srimad Bhagavatam into the world's conversation and thereby uplift everybody. So why wouldn't we want to do that? That's directly his mission. It's perfectly in tune with Lord Chaitanya's mission. And it's altogether possible right now because we have a little freedom here in America. And we're also blessed that we have the Srimad Bhagavatam. Prabhupada left it for us. Krishna left it for us. Krishna swadamo pagate dharma ganadi bisaha. He left the planet, apparently, and then he manifested as the Srimad Bhagavatam. Then Prabhupada remanifested it in a way that we could handle it. We can hold on to that book. We can take it with us. We can put it in somebody's house. We can put it in their office. We can put it on a boat. It's such a beautiful incarnation of Krishna. It's perfect for us. And it comes under the cover of a book, meaning that clandestinely we're making Krishna available in people's homes. They don't know about Krishna so much. We can't put a deity in their house, but then we can in the form of the book. And it speaks to them. It speaks to the people who take it. So why wouldn't we do it? That's the question at the beginning of the assembly with Sutta Goswami. They Kova Bhagavatastasya Punya Shloke Karmana. Who wouldn't do this? They're saying, who wouldn't do this? So we should do it. Why not? It's not that hard. Okay, so how do we do it? That's a big question, because when I don't know how to do something, then I stall. So here are a few simple ideas that I guarantee you will help you to expand the distribution of Srimad Bhagavatams in the Alachua community. The Alachua community is full of exalted devotees. And if everyone does just a little tiny bit, then you'll be able to astound the world with distribution of sets of Srimad Bhagavatams. All right, enough Vaisesika Das. Tell us how to do it. Here you go. Here's a few points. First, remember, Pravishta Karna Randrena, Swanam Bhavam Saroruham, Dhunotis Shamalam Krishna, Salilasa Yatasharat. The sound incarnation of Lord Krishna, the Supreme Soul, that is Srimad Bhagavatam, enters into the heart of a self-realized devotee, sits on the lotus flower of his loving relationship, and thus cleanses the dust of material association, such as lust, anger, and hankering. Thus it acts like autumnal rains upon pools of muddy water. In case anybody hasn't seen autumnal rains in India, they actually clear the waterways. They don't make them muddier. And they do it systemically. It happens all at once everywhere. So Srimad Bhagavatam cleanses our hearts. And when it's presented through the pen or the lotus mouth of a pure devotee, it also purifies the whole world. It is the panacea. There is no other. Here are practical ways that you can increase the distribution of Srimad Bhagavatams, even in the last 24 hours before this Bhadra Purnima 2022. Ready? Yes. First is make a pledge. Your pledge is your wedge. Wedge is one of the most useful tools in human society. And it has a small end and a big end. Small end means it's an entry point. So how many Srimad Bhagavatam should you pledge that you're going to distribute? Something more than 0 and not less than 1. If you do that, if you just pledge it, do something wild and crazy and say, I pledge 1 set of Srimad Bhagavatams in the next 24 hours. All of a sudden, you're going to be connected to a spiritual current that is Lord Chaitanya's mercy, and he's going to show you how to do it. I promise you. Second is make the books visible. All you have to do is put them out where people can see them, either on the internet, digitally, or you can start putting them out in front of your house. And the books are so beautiful. And because Lord Chaitanya is the Paramatma, he's there within everyone's heart, he will direct people to come and take them from you. Make them visible. That's all you have to figure out how to do. The next is to pray. This may be overlooked, but this is my initial entry into book distribution when I found out that it was a good idea to distribute books, and I decided I have to do this. I didn't know how. So at the time, somebody had distributed 40 Christian books. I put 40 Krishna books in front of me in the book room. Every morning I'd go there for my japa, and I'd sit in front of them and I'd chant my japa, and I'd pray to Krishna, please show me how to distribute 40 Krishna books. And after some time, Krishna showed me how. So if you want to distribute a set of Bhagavatams, pray to Krishna, pray to Prabhupada, pray to Lord Chaitanya and say, my dear Lord, dear Srila Prabhupada, how can I do this? And Prabhupada said when he came to America, he wasn't sure how he was going to spread the movement. And he says, when you don't know how to do something for Krishna, then he says, you should pray, how can I do? How can I do? How can I do? Pray to Krishna, ask him that question. He'll answer you. He wants you to do it. So why wouldn't he show you how to do it? In fact, Prabhupada said to our Sankirtan leaders in 1975 in Vrindavan that if you're just sincere and you try to distribute books, then, and he went like this, the master within your heart will show you how to do it. And he said, every devotee has their own genius how to do this by Krishna's mercy. So first is make a pledge. Your pledge is your wedge. Something more than 0 and not less than 1, please. Next is visibility. Just make it visible. You can talk about it. You can put it on the internet. You can put them out physically, the books, and they will go. If you don't put them out, very little chance. Next one is pray, and pray hard. And the next one is advocate. It has the word vak in it, which means to speak. When you get the opportunity to speak about Bhadra Purnima, to talk about the importance of distribution of Srimad Bhagavatams, say this, it's a good idea. Advocate, say, yes, I think this is good. That's powerful. Your speech will inspire others to do it, and it'll reflect back to you, and you'll feel inspired too. Remember to advocate. There's another way you could do it, which is just say, oh, it can't be done, or, I don't have enough time. Don't waste your syllables. Just say, it's a good idea. Let's do it. Try that. And you'll see that just by your speaking, you're going to manifest the power to distribute the books, and you're going to encourage other people at the same time. And the last one is to brainstorm. This is a mystical process. When you're looking for ways to do something, especially distribute sets of Srimad Bhagavatams, get together with somebody else, at least one other person. If there's more, that's even better. And just say, okay, let's list all the ways that we could do this, and just start listing them. And you'll notice right before your eyes that the methodology for doing it will manifest, and you'll know how to do it. These ideas will come right from Krishna. It's a mystical, spiritual practice coming from Lord Chaitanya himself. There's nothing better than the Srimad Bhagavatam. And now we have a chance to really fight back at Kali Yuga. We're mobilized all over the planet right now. We're shipping books to places that don't have any money, places in South India, little villages in India, Ukraine. We've already sent hundreds of sets of of books. We're opening channels. But there's plenty of channels where you live and in your family. Think of somebody who doesn't have a set of Srimad Bhagavatams. If you have to, donate a set of Srimad Bhagavatams. Take that money that's sitting under your mattress and spend it on a Bhagavatam. It's burning a hole in your bedstand. Use it for the higher purpose, and your life will become expansive in knowledge and happiness and realization. Money is a burden if we don't spend it for preaching. So please take these last few hours to do something to distribute at least one set of Srimad Bhagavatams. And all you have to do is make a pledge, make it visible, pray, advocate for it, and brainstorm. And you'll be successful, I promise you. And if you're not, you call me personally and complain, and I'll tell you why it didn't work or what part you might have missed. And if you need any help or encouragement, we have a whole team standing by to help you at our BBT marketing team. So my humble prayer, please distribute at least one set of Srimad Bhagavatams if you haven't yet. And if you have, do one more. We need it. We're trying to hit at least 43,000 sets of Srimad Bhagavatams in 2022 for Bhadra Purnima. That's a 23% increase over last year, where we did 35,000. The goal is to get to 100,000 sets of Srimad Bhagavatams by 2026. So we want to keep increasing capacity. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Keep up the great work. My humble obeisances to all of you. Gaur Premanande Hari Bol. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.